So I hope this is okay to comment on. This was my download that I received while I was sleeping at night in my dreams, where I asked what the meaning of life was, and the answer was that we're in a video game. We choose to be in these video games in order to actualize life, but we can make mistakes in these video games. We can downgrade ourselves, we can level up, and it's life after life. So everyone is a video game. It was very detailed. And so this person said this, and I totally get it. What if I proposed to you that you could change video games? Like, you can't take away the video game that you were playing, in which you were being battered, and you were losing, and you were playing on the wrong team, and you had the wrong armor, and you had the wrong tools, and you were in the wrong game. But what if I told you that you could change games, that you could go to another video game? You can. You can absolutely do that. And so what you have to do, though, is to be prepared to do that. You'll still remember the other game, and remember all the lousy players that you had in that game, and what they did to you, and how they didn't support you in the team of that game. But you'll be in a new one. Now, it's not that easy. It doesn't just happen because you say, oh, you take out, you uninstall one and you install another game. Right? Now you just look at it. Literally look at the metaphor of what a real uninstall and install of a game is. First of all, when you uninstall a game, like let's say WoW, it takes hours. And then when you install a new game, let's say, I don't know, Fortnite, I don't like that game. But let's say another version of WoW that's similar. I'm not a gamer, so you guys probably know something similar to WoW. And that's going to take hours. Well, first of all, you have to purchase it. First of all, you have to decide the kind of game that you would like to move into. And then you have to do a lot of research around it. Then you're going to have to look at examples to see if that's something that would be fun for you, that you think you could fit yourself into. And then you have to purchase it. And then you have to make sure your computer is compatible for it. That means your lifestyle, your life is compatible for it, because you're the computer. And then you got to upload it, which can take hours, sometimes overnight. Now you got to look at hours, like maybe months or years, depending on how aggressive you are, and depending on the strength of your Wi-Fi, the strength of your computer, and just like your body, right? How much time do you want to spend on this? That would be your Wi-Fi. How much energy do you have? That would be your video card, or your motherboard, or how much space do you have on your hard drive. Okay? Now, it's all metaphors, but this is literally what I was given, is the answer to the meaning of life. Now, you're ready. You got the game. You can't just jump in and start playing. You got to pick your avatar. You got to pick your outfit. You got to get to know the game. You don't even understand the game yet. And so you start to get to understand the game. You learn. You pick your avatar. Then you start to begin. And you start at level 1. That's the thing. You're going to start again at level 1. And you're going to stumble. And you're going to have a hard time because you've never played this game before. And it's not, you think it's like the other one, but it isn't. And nor should it be, because you don't want anything to do with that game. But you're going to hang in. You're going to persevere. Because you want a new game. You want to get into a new life. Okay? Now, you know what most people do? So a lot of people do this. They go into a new video game of life. What a lot of people do is they quit. They uninstall that game. They reinstall the old game. And they just go right back at it thinking, I'll be better at it this time. Maybe the people have changed. Maybe there's new players. But they go back, and they're not. They haven't changed. Nothing has changed. And then they find themselves suffering through that again, getting trapped and sucked into that narcissistic world that you were in, and then find themselves going, I gotta uninstall this game again. Right? So how many times do we do that before we finally decide, I gotta change the game? I did it in my life when I was 40. Not the easiest thing to do. It took me about 10 years to get used to that new game. 10 years. Yeah. And it's still it's still a struggle, but it's not near what the old game was, and where the old game could have taken me by now, and it wouldn't have been pretty. It wouldn't have been a good life. Now, the people that were the players in the old game, they started dropping off from me. Yeah, I lost my relationship with my mother, my father, my sister, old friends. They didn't just drop off all at once. They just slowly started dropping off. I made new friends, and those new friends were very similar to the old game that I was playing. They didn't last either. So I'm still getting used to this new video game that I'm in. But you can do it. There's a lot of healing that needs to be involved, a lot of therapy, a lot of coaching, which is what I do with my clients. I do past life regression, hypnosis therapy, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, astrology. People think astrology is like my zodiac sign is Leo. And it's not near even close to what that is. But I just wanted to propose that to you. Okay? And I did come from an abusive, very uncomfortable life at many times. Maybe not near as what you went through. But I tell you, when I tell my whole story to a therapist, they're just like, wow, that's a lot of trauma. And I'm like, it is? You know why we say it is? Because we're survivors. And we can always see that people have been through worse. But we also know it can be better. So why don't you think about changing the bloody game? First, start by the uninstall. Namaste.